Hey everyone, Deep in Inspiration Hub here. So I'm excited today to introduce you to a project that I haven't talked about on my channel yet. So just to create a scenario, so we've all been there where you wake up early in the morning or maybe later in the evening, and then you're ready to take a shower, and then you basically have to wait about 10 to 20 seconds before the water gets hot, right? Now, but have you ever thought about how much water we are wasting each day when we do this? Let's break it down. So let's say if you have to wait or you have to run your water about 20 seconds every single day, right? This we're talking about 28 liters of water that is wasted per person per day. And if you sum this up over a year, we are talking about 10,000 liters of water per person that is wasted every single year. Now, if you multiply this number by the number of people in your household or in the number of people, for instance, in the whole world, you see that it's a staggering amount of water that is wasted. Now, this brings me to this project that I'm going to talk about to you today. And this project is called AquaSave. So AquaSave is basically a water conservation initiative where they are trying to leverage blockchain and IoT technology to be able to protect and manage our fresh water resources. So now, how do they do this? They have this device that is called the AquaBank. I can just basically go to that page for you to see, have an idea of how this is. So it's a very tiny device that you plug under your sink at home, and then basically this device would help reduce the amount of water that is wasted whilst you are waiting for your water to get heated. So I'm just going to give you a quick scenario about how this looks using this demonstration that they have here on their page. So basically, when you turn on the tap at home in the shower, the water is not yet warm. So when you open it up, you see a lot of cold water is going to run for a while. Then the water is going to start getting lukewarm, right? And it's going to take a while for the hot water to start running. Now, before this hot water moves from your boiler or wherever your storage tank is into the output where the water is basically going to come out of your shower, it's going to take a lot of time. So this could be up to 10 to 20 seconds. You can just do this test at home. When you wake up in the morning, start a stopwatch and then turn on your shower and basically wait to see how long it takes for the water to get hot. So all the time that you are waiting for the water to get hot, you're basically wasting all the cold water that is going to be running. And sometimes even when the water gets lukewarm, that's not what we want. We really want the water to get hot, and all this time that you're waiting, you're basically wasting water. Now, this is what these guys are doing with this technology where they have with the AquaSave. So I actually had a look at it. So there's a patented technology that these guys are trying to use here, and the principle is very interesting. So when you turn on the device, or basically when you activate the app, so the device is controlled with an app. You can control the device with Alexa and stuff like that. When you activate the app, what does the app do? So when you turn on the shower, you see that it doesn't allow any cold water to run through. So what the water that would have come out, it basically recirculates this water, getting back into your boiler, right? So that means that it's going to keep the water circulating until the water reaches a particular temperature that you set with the app. And once the water reaches the temperature, that is the only point at which the water comes out. So to give you an idea about it again, in the classical system, when you open the tap, basically water starts running out, whether it's cold or hot, right? So it's going to start running cold water, then it's going to get lukewarm, and at the point where the water from the boiler, so for instance, if you're on the 4th floor and the water is in the boiler on the ground floor, it's going to take a lot of time before the water climbs up all the way to the shower, and all this time you are basically wasting water, right? So what the device is going to do is that instead of letting this cold water come out, it's basically going to recirculate the water throughout the whole channel, preventing the water from coming out. And at the point that the water gets to the temperature, or at the point that the hot water really gets into the channel, where you basically set what temperature that you want to use. So whenever the device realizes, okay, the water has now reached this temperature, then the device is going to allow the water to rush through. So this basically means you do not waste any water waiting for the water to get cold. So there are a lot of deep projects that we are all involved in. Some of these projects are very interesting, and basically we support a lot of these projects, but we do not sometimes directly benefit from this project, right? Now, this is one of the projects where you're basically going to get this device, and then you're going to install this at one of the sinks at home. So basically they advise that you install this in the sink that is farther away from your boiler. And then basically when you install this device, you're basically going to also generate data for them that they can use to basically sell to research institutions, so to the government and stuff like that, who would be interested in these data. And then by so doing, they are going to pay you. So you're going to be paid with the AquaSave tokens, right? Now, the interesting thing about this project that I personally like is that even if you are not paid for the token, you are saving so much energy, you are saving so much water. So even if, I mean, this is the kind of device that one would buy just to save water and energy without even thinking about the token, right? So that means that here, basically, you're getting a two-way street, right? One, you are saving a lot of water, you are saving a lot of energy, and on the other hand side, you are saving, you are going to be paid with these tokens as well. So I think the technology is very, very nice. I'm honestly going to get one of these devices, aside even the point that I'm going to get a token. That's going to just be a plus for me, because like I said, this is one of the devices that one would just buy at home. So I have, for instance, I have a circulation pump in my boiler down there where my heating system is, and I basically set it up that, okay, circulate water in the morning, don't circulate water in the afternoon, and circulate water in the evening, just so that I can save a lot of energy. But then no matter how much I set this regulator that I have down there, when I open the tap, cold water is going to come for a while before the hot water is going to come. So that means that basically with this device, I'm really going to set it up that only spit out water from the tap only when the water has reached the desired temperature that I want to do. Now they have a very, very detailed FAQ also on their website. So the device itself is pretty easy to install. You can basically install this yourself. You don't need to get any special person to install it for you, because it's pretty straightforward. You basically have four inlets and out, so 2 inlets and 2 outlets, and you basically just connect the device, and then the device should be up and running. So I put a picture, for instance, from their Discord channel to give you an idea of how the device looks like. So this is how basically the device looks like when you install it under your sink. So you can see that you basically have the inlet. So this is where the water, so the inlets will basically probably come from down, right? And the water basically just come out, circulates through the device, and it's going to be pushed out through the sink. So there are very, very creative ways that you can install the device. So you can see here, you can also mount it on the wall directly, for instance, if it happens that, so for instance, in my case, it wouldn't be possible for me to install the device directly under the sink. So I'm going to push it onto the wall like you have here. So you can see that it's a pretty simple device. That's not going to be very, very difficult to install. So that means that everyone can install the device. And here, when you look through the FAQs, they basically say some of the things that you need. If you have any questions about the device, these are all answered here. For instance, do you need a device in every bathroom in your house? No. So long as you install it at one part of your, so basically they say that install it at the bathroom that is farthest away from your boiler. So that basically, for instance, just think about it like this. So if you install the device on the 5th floor, right, and the device is circulating water up to the 5th floor, it means that it's basically going to serve every other floor that is on the house, passing through the ground floor to the 5th floor, right? So basically, if you install it, like I said, if you install it once at the farthest location in your bathroom, it can basically save the whole house. And like you see, they say here, so you're going to save about 28 liters of water per person per day, and then you're going to save at the end of the year 10,000 liters of water per person, which I think is extremely huge. Now I've looked out, so when you come to about, you can see that the whole team is visible. So I've read a bit about them. So for instance, for Sergio and for George, I looked them up on Google Scholar. For instance, you can see that these guys are very, very strong in research. So they have publications with about citations about 105 from 2020. And for instance, if you saw this by year, you see that they have some recent publications, for instance, from 2023. If you look at George, for instance, it's the same thing. So he's also quite active in the research domain, has some publications with about 38 citations and stuff like that. And you can see that they are also quite recent in terms of the research. So the team itself are these are very, very smart guys that are coming up with this technology. And like I said, it's a device that is going to be sold anyway, even if it's not attached to blockchain. So now the advantage that they're able to connect this with blockchain makes it very, very good, because then they can really serve the Web3 space, and then they can also sensitize or monetize the whole project, that people can participate in this project. Like I said, even if you're not going to get the token, even if you're not interested in the token per se, the fact that you are going to save so much water, as you would see this on your bill, that your water conservation is going to get pretty good. So if you'll be interested in getting one of these devices, they're going to have a pre-sale on Monday, so that the 10th of June. And then basically all you have to do is to come here and put in your email address and subscribe to the whitelist. If you make it to the whitelist, you would get a chance to be able to purchase the device. So you can see also their roadmap. So that's economics. They're going to be launching this on Q4 2024. You can see how the token distribution is going to be. I think it's going to be a very, very nice purchase. I'm basically going to also try to get one of these devices. So how much are they going to sell the device? They're going to sell the device for 549 euros. So you can see that the price is reduced because it's going to be one of the first devices that are going to be sold. So after this sale, the price might spin up back to about 699 euros. So if you'll be interested in getting one of these devices, I'm going to get one on myself because I think the technology is very cool. I'm going to save a lot of water, I'm going to save energy costs, I'm going to save water costs, and at the same time I'm also going to get some tokens, which is going to be very, very good. So that's it. Basically, I wanted to introduce the project AquaSave to you. I think it's going to be a very, very nice project. Like I said, even aside the fact of the tokenomics, you're going to save a lot of water, which you're going to see on your utility bill. If you'll be interested in participating in the pre-sale, please sign up to the whitelist. And then I'm also going to put a discount code for my friend Passive Crypto Mining. So if you use this discount code, you're also going to get an additional discount on it on the sale that you're going to do on Monday. If you have any questions, the team is quite active on Discord. You can reach out to them. You can also put this in the comment section, and I'm very, very happy to help you out. So thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.